Hi folks, I have a quilt behind me that has the words right here, Home Sweet Home. And I want to talk about that theme a little bit. It's got a lot of cats on it, as you can see, which is fond for me. When I go home at lunch, if my cats aren't sitting in the front bedroom window waiting for me to be fed, obviously, but to see me also is the way I take it. All I have to do is tap on the window and they just come running into the room and jump up on the dresser to greet me. That's Home Sweet Home. And that's an image I want to leave with you for what God does for each one of us, how eager He is to welcome us back home. Over the weekend, Father Tony talked about Lent as a season of healing, a time of healing any of those wounds that would separate us from Him or from ourselves or from the people around us. Home, sweet home. God is always eager to welcome us back. On Sundays, I spend the afternoon and the evening with my dad. Each of my siblings takes one day to be over there just to help him, to cook for him, to be a part of his life in his final years. And it's a very tender time for me and for each one of us. He still lives in the house that he built when my mom and he got married almost 70 years ago. So it's the house I grew up in. My bedroom is still there. The kitchen is, it's the very same house. It truly is home, sweet home. And I've always felt a sense of peace and welcome there. My family was just really blessed to be a family that was close and welcoming and very engaged. To me, that makes it easier to understand how quick it is, how easy, I don't know if it's easy, but for God to be welcoming us, no matter what's happened in our lives, to say, come back to me, let me heal you, let me be a part of your life, invite me into the center of your life, no matter what has happened. This coming weekend, I'm going to be using as part of my homily a sung version of the song Hosea that we do often at Mass. Come back to me with all your hearts. Don't let fear keep us apart. Remember that song? Really powerful words. Long have I waited for your coming, home to me and living deeply our new life. As we've been going through this synod process here at the parish, one of the emerging themes that has been very, very consistent and strong is that unfortunately we as a church community, not so much locally at Holy Trinity, but we need to look at it too, we've not been very welcoming for any number of groups that are marginalized. And what can we do about that so that we can be the kind of a community that is a sacrament of Jesus Christ, who went directly to those on the margins, those who weren't acceptable, those who weren't welcomed in organized religion in his own time, and said, come to me, all you who are weary and find life burdensome. I will give you rest. I will heal you. I will draw you forward. But Jesus meets us where we're at. As Pope Francis says so compellingly, the church is meant to be a field hospital for those who are wounded. It's not a place for those who have their merit badge proudly on their chest of being self-righteous and having it all figured out. We don't, folks. So, home sweet home, come back to me with all your hearts. Don't let fear keep us apart. Long have I waited for your coming, home to me, and living deeply our new life.